Even though it is a holiday today, I wake up at the same time as usual, on a day when everyone else is likely sleeping in for another 6 hours. I take my morning regimen of pills for the first time in a few days. Admittedly, that's not good. Admittedly, I'd let my medication slip my mind. Looking at the rows of bottles in front of me, I don't know how I managed to. 17 different medications. I feel full enough to skip breakfast after taking all of them. I'm already up, so I might as well take a walk. The weather looks nice outside, giving off an idyllic atmosphere I'd often dreamed of. It's the second time you said that. It's always been kind of a romantic notion for me to be able to meander around in the countryside, taking in the fresh air. Now that an opportunity to do so, just that is here. What? Sorry. Now that opportunity to do just that is here. I can't resist, even though I know that it must seem silly. I stop at the main building in order to buy a drink and then decide to enter it and maybe hang around the roof a little bit. The view might be pretty cool at this time. I'm pretty sure that nobody else would be up there either. And I've never been up there myself. What if it's like Rin and Emmy? Just chilling for some reason. We haven't seen Emmy. I guess we haven't seen either of them yet. We've seen everybody else. The school is quiet today. Deserted. My footsteps echoing in the staircase to the roof is unnervingly loud. Shouldn't bother me due to how much time I've spent in sign language class in near total silence, or working so much that Shizune lately, but it still does. It makes the smallest noises that I wouldn't have even noticed seem boomingly loud. Feels as if I'm sneaking around someplace I shouldn't be. Wonder why I'm getting that vibe. Maybe the school is haunted or something. When I open the door to the roof, I see that I'm not alone. Misha leans against the fence, looking over the school grounds, not having noticed me at all. Instantly, I know what I have to do. I put my hands over her eyes and say, "Guess who?" It's the only option. Halfway, I start thinking how bad it would look if Shizune suddenly popped in, having left for just a second to get some sandwiches and saw me sneaking up on Misha like this. I pray, silently, that such a coincidental misunderstanding doesn't happen. "Guess who?" "Hichan," she says, without hesitating for a second, without deviating even slightly from her normal tone. My fun was over before it started. "Hi, Hichan. Good morning." She reflexively tries to move her hands to form a greeting and entangles them in the fencing. "Morning. I didn't expect to find you here. What are you doing up so early?" "I could ask you the same thing, Hichan. What are you doing up so early? Didn't expect to find you here." "I asked you first." You're right." "You sound just like Shichan." "No, I don't," I say, in the least convincing manner possible. Luckily, Misha doesn't notice what a bad actor I am. "Are you looking forward to tonight?" "Of course, Hichan. I don't like celebrations. Maybe not as much as Shichan does, but Tanabata always have more interesting. What? I'm sorry. This has been happening all day. I'm just tripping over words for no reason. "Of course, Hichan. I don't like celebrations. Maybe not as much as Shichan does, but Tanibata stands always have interesting things to buy and all kinds of seasonal food. And I get to wear yukata." Her choice of words is a little strange. That's what I'm saying, dude. It sounds like she's saying that she doesn't like celebrations, but she likes everything involved in them. I don't know if it's worth pursuing, though, and it could be that I'm just misunderstood. "What about you, Hichan?" "I am. Or else I'd just be staying home, wouldn't I?" It's a logical step. "Hichan, you're not that logical, so that's really surprising." Okay, though." I think he is really logical. I don't know why she's saying that. "I'm just making sure, because you didn't look like you were having a ton of fun last time. Me and Shichan were a little worried because of that." Hey, I had fun. I guess I ended up appreciating it more than I expected to. "Really, Hichan?" What part of it? Tell me." "Well, there were fireworks at the end. They were really nice." "I think you slept through them." "Oh, I always felt..." Okay, I was about to say, what if she didn't fall asleep and she heard us talking to Chizune? I remember him saying something like, "Oh, if we ended up dating you," or whatever. That would have been a little weird. "I always fall asleep early, but I won't sleep through them this year. I'll definitely stay awake." I don't think they have fireworks during Tanabata. It's a different mood entirely. Maybe you can get Shizune to petition them to have them, though, and move to the fireworks to an earlier time. "Maybe I will. It's a great idea, Hichan." No, it's not. Don't do that. I wasn't being serious. Although, maybe it would annoy Shizune. You make it sound like you would like that, Hichan. Hichan, do you like Shichan? Jeez, I can't say yes or no. And sitting down like I am, I can't even smoothly leave. Don't be silly. The only one I like is you. What is happening? Really, Hichan? No, you're kidding, right? You must like Shichan more. What? Am I in a Misha route or a Shizune route? I'm confused. Misha, you jump to conclusions too much. But you almost called her Shichan, so I'm right, right? It's because you call her Shichan all the time. It got stuck in my head. Osmosing language is common, you know. Besides, it's one little slip up. And by your logic, you should like her more than me. And are you making fun of me or something? Maybe. I'm hungry. Did you eat breakfast, T-Chan? No, just medicine. Hmm? Yeah, they don't know our disease yet. Misha twirls her finger lazily in the air to keep her hands busy as she thinks. We should eat something then. Do you think they'd be serving breakfast today? It's really the kind of thing a member of the student council should know. I can't say that, though. I'm on the student council and don't know. It didn't seem like anyone was working in the kitchen when I entered the building, but I don't know for sure. Hey, Hichan, have you ever heard about those vending machines that you can get food from, like burgers, soup, and even pizza? Wouldn't it be great if we had some at our school? It sounds gross. I don't know. I always thought those machines were kind of weird. Yeah. Imagine how cool it would be if we had machines like that in our school, Hichan. It would almost be like magic, wouldn't it? Hot food coming from a vending machine? That's so amazing. I could never imagine that. Seeing one of those machines would be like a dream. We don't have machines like that in this whole town, though. It's a little early even to go into town. We won't even be able to eat breakfast, Hichan. That's the most important meal of the day. Everyone says so. I want to eat. You're really silly. If it bothers you so much, I'll buy you a soda. That's not the same thing. Misha puffs out her cheeks and puts on a serious face. Hichan, a soda is not breakfast. It's like water. That's not even like water. It's not like water. It's a liquid. Water isn't a food. Liquid can be food. You said liquid can be food? I guess like soup, but that's different. Now who sounds like Shizune Misha? I want to say it. Even her tone reminds me of Shizune's unblinking, matter-of-fact way of stating the ridiculous. If I did say that, though, I would be the one who sounds like Shizune again. It's terrible. Her competitiveness is really rubbing off on me. Let's look for something to eat, then. Okay. Okay. Predictably, our search for food in an empty school building this early in the morning leads only to failure. Misha decides to go off on her own after we both decide to give up for now, vowing to eat breakfast, even though by now it's closer to time for brunch. I go back to my dorm. What? Wait, okay. The following hours tick by slowly as I pass the time by catching up on my reading. Some of these books I haven't even touched since I was in the hospital. Thinking back on it, it wasn't that long ago, even though it definitely feels like it was. A free day. I can't think of anything to do. I take a short nap, and as I change for the second time today, I realize that I'm never actually confirmed with Shizune or Misha when or where we would meet up. I guess that eventually that they would come looking for me, but I would look pretty stupid if it came to that. It's already evening, so I should at least make an effort to find them first. You don't have to like stay in your dorm, you can like stand outside your dorm. So that way it's like you know that they're coming, but like you don't want to get caught sitting in your dorm pretty much. Even though the grounds aren't exactly flooded with people, and it should be impossible to miss Misha's pink hair if they were, I have a lot of difficulty finding them. Finally, I run into them at the front gate, which was the first place I had looked. She's so cute! Oh my gosh. Hello. She attempts to punctuate her normal greeting with a grand little sweep at the end. Dang. Hichan, how are you? It's strange seeing them in yukata, though I've been seeing yukata in general all night. Shizune's is simple and tasteful, which seems obvious for her in retrospect. For all her grand flourishes and over-the-top behavior, I think she would rather die than trust the part. True. What draws my eye is the hairpin she's wearing. Same. That's what I was looking at. A pearl flower that gleams softly in the moonlight. It looks pretty on her, but in a way that also feels out of place. As if too elaborate for a high school girl. Maybe just for someone as secretly childish as Shizune. Misha's yukata is about what I expected, so it actually fits a little too well. Paired with her bubblegum pink hair, she looks cute, but anachronistic? I don't know what that means. You two look nice. Thanks, Hichan. Guess she's pissed. Hichan, you're a little late. We were waiting here for a while for you. Did you forget the time or the place? Oh well, let's get going, Hichan. Is he not going to say that you didn't get told the time or the place? Misha dropping this line of discussion saves me what could potentially be a pretty embarrassing thing to own up to, specifically that I had been looking for them for at least an hour. I thought he said this was the first place he looked. Or did he say this is the first place he should have looked? I don't know. Seeing Shizune and Misha looking so cheerful, it's hard not to want to fall into the atmosphere and enjoy a nice night out. What bothers me is that I'm actually having some trouble reading Shizune's signing tonight. I haven't been to sign language class in almost a week, so I'm not surprised. I guess having lost focus for a while, I'm slipping. Certainly wouldn't be the first time. I don't think that's how that works. You wouldn't forget words, right? It's not like you go over the same words that you already know again, right? I mean, I guess maybe grammar. I don't know. Hold on, where are we going? Into town? Yes. That doesn't make any sense. We haven't even checked out what's going on the grounds. Unless you two decided to have fun while I wasn't looking. We're going to come back. We'll be working our way up. Either way, Hichan, we have to walk through town and then back up if we want to see everything. So, this way, after we're done, we'll be right back to our dorms when we're all tired. Works out perfectly. That is admittedly logical. Shizune doesn't give me much time to argue anyway, grabbing me by the arm and lightly trying to pull me along. It's so cute. Oh god, Misha looks like a demon. She looks crazy, dude. The streets illuminated, but only by the light of the moon and low lanterns tinted with tissue paper put me at ease. Now that we're in town, Shizune moves a bit slowly in order to see the lights. So is this like later than all of Hanako's stuff? Or did Hanako just not do anything? And like Rin, I don't even know what Rin was doing, right? We never had another festival. Like Rin kind of makes sense. Maybe she was like at her art thing and we were just like out there. Didn't even notice like a festival, but like Hanako and Lily, like we were just chilling, right? Maybe we went into town that one time, but I don't think that we would have noticed a festival. I don't know, because there's no like date, so there's no like way of knowing, right? Now that we're in town, Shizune moves a bit slowly in order to see the sights. So I decide to walk more briskly in order to mess with her, but she quickly readjusts her own speed to match, letting out a soundless laugh before quickly signing to Misha with her offhand. What do you want to do first, Hichan? How about some games, if there are any? I thought you didn't like games, Hichan. I don't mind. For the second time today, I feel her slim fingers wrapping around mine. It feels like all this time I've been being pulled along by Shizune's will. Occasionally, it's quite tiring, but I think for the most part, I wouldn't say I hate it. It's just the quality of some people to drag others... The quality of some people to drag others into their lives like a storm. That word fits Shizune sometimes, I think. Although I didn't want to tell Misha earlier today, I do like her. Hichan, you're gonna win a doll for me too this time, right? You're still thinking about that? Okay, I will. Ugh, octopus. The time passes by faster than I thought it would run as... I'm stumbling all over the place. The time passes by faster than I thought it would as we run around trying to do as many frivolous things as possible. No cones, Hichan. Do you want one? Misha runs towards the stand, not even waiting to hear my answer. They look delicious. I want one too. We'll play rock, paper, scissors to see who can pay for them all. Or we could each pay for our own. Hichan, what flavor do you want? The blue one. Blue is not a flavor. I knew that. Ordering something based on color is childish. Childish? What are you getting at? Are you getting strawberry? Such a childish flavor. Only children eat strawberry. You should get plain. It's the most mature flavor of all. Just ice? Bro, what? I want to know where her personality comes from. I wonder I would think that way if she hadn't been the first student I ended up having a conversation with on my first day here. It's entirely possible that I'd missed the parts of her that kept drawing me in. If I didn't know she couldn't hear me, that she was so competitive, and she was so focused on getting me to join the student council, so that alternatingly playful and sharp. Without these constant new facets to keep my interest in her, would I have grown to like her so much? It's likely that I'm overthinking it. Aren't you gonna make a wish? Hichan never makes wishes, Hichan. Oh, really? Not even on New Year's? Why is that? Is this New Year's? I don't get it. Shizune tenses her fingers and smiles, but won't answer. It's a secret. I know. Hichan, do you want me to tell you? Oh, she's shy. Yes. Shizune alternates between as many forceful iterations of no as she could think of. I'll tell you later, okay? Actually, I feel tired. I think I'm gonna go to bed early. Really? Doesn't feel like it's been too long. Time flies when you're having fun. But it has. Hichan, maybe I can visit Yuko first, then go back? Or, I don't know. But it doesn't matter. Have fun without me, okay? It's so weird. We're gonna go back to the school soon anyway, Misha. Misha doesn't want to hear it, and leaves anyway. Shizune starts to wonder why, just as soon as I do. Well, I keep it in my head. She signs it, seeming to want to discuss the possible reasons. Are we not going to hear that? Does she have, like, narcolepsy? Like, I want to know. She's here for a reason. She's in the school for a reason. I want to know. I keep thinking about it. I want to know why Misha's here. After we're both done, all there is to see, I check the time, and I find that it is pretty late. My energy is starting to wear off, and it's a miracle that I managed to even have this much, too. Even Shizune is starting to look a bit tired. We make our way back to the grounds. Shizune seems disappointed when she sees the school building lit up and teeming with students. Something's wrong? I wanted to go up to the roof, but now there are too many people. I'm tired, so it might be for the best. She's so cute like this. And probably couples on the roof, since it's that kind of holiday. Then again, I wouldn't know. Is that really how it is? I'd never really been to any festivals before coming here. I'm disappointed. I thought you said you wanted to see what the school was doing last, like saving the best for last. Now you're telling me you don't want to? Not even a little? I thought you would have more energy. I don't feel tired. This seems to spark up our competitive spirit, and Shizune immediately perks up, although it's then that I realize I didn't have anywhere in mind to take her, and I don't feel like going to the main building myself. Fortunately, the area behind the school is both deserted and impressive looking today. I never appreciated how sprawling and well kept it was until seeing it at night. It almost seems to go on forever in the moonlight. It's very pretty, even though it is just a field. I thought earlier that she was too immature to pull the old-fashioned clothes she's wearing tonight, but now, she is quite beautiful in them. It makes me think back to the day, the other festival that I went to with her, that she had looked the same way then. I want to tell her that I like her, decisively, in one go, but even thinking about it is just so awkward. And the more I like her, the more awkward and afraid I'm telling her how I feel, even now, when I could do so even without having to go through another person. Not to mention, what if what happened last time happens again? If it does, I might not get off so easily with months of long hospital stay. Okay, I thought he was talking about on the roof of the last festival. I don't want to even think about it. I try to shove the thoughts out of my mind in any way possible. I try to dismiss them as unlikely fears. Still, the first time I'd seen all my pills, I'd imagine them cascading before me, even enough to choke me. I still think about it from time to time, and I can't say that it's not a legitimate concern. Times like these are nice enough that I can't forget, though. Cute. My favorite thing about this school is that it's on top of a mountain. Is it because it's much closer to the sky? Yes. I like it too, but more because of the fresh air. You're so competitive. Too competitive. If a whale bit you, you'd bite it back. Why did you say that right now? That seems so random. That has nothing to do with anything that was being said. That makes her laugh, and she winks. Would that be so bad? Her smile is contagious. Yes. It's true. I'm terrible. A little. But if I can make people happy, I'm not entirely terrible, am I? Then it's okay. I have many examples in my defense. Maybe even this moment is kind of a game to her. That's right. This is a romantic moment. I don't know if such a chance might come again. Are we gonna tell her? And I feel so compelled to say something awkward and stupid. If I think about it too much, I doubt my hands will listen to me. Do you want to be my girlfriend? Oh shit! He just slapped it on the table. Let's go, my man. Ooh. I hope I signed that properly. I feel nervous, as if I want to break into a run, and yet I'm rooted to the spot. I couldn't hear a thing just minutes ago, and now I'm picking up every little ambient noise. I'm really nervous, and I wonder if it shows. 4 hours passed like seconds, and now the seconds passed like eons. Then I see Shizune's hands moving unsteadily before her, fumbling over each other and stopping halfway through each gesture. Also, this is Act 2. Sorry, I stuttered. Wow. This is Act 2, and before, I think we told Rin on Act 2, but she had a lot going on, and she said no. So, the rest of that time was like a very, like, awkward, but that was because Rin had something to do, and she also, I don't think, was into us right away. But Shizune is, like, into us. She's been into us even when it wasn't her route, like. So this is kind of scary. It's like she said, sign language gives you an opportunity to think your words through, and she's trying very hard to do that right now. Situation that she doesn't know how to respond to. It must be unthinkable. As stoic as Shizune tries to be, and she can't hide her reddening cheeks. She's very cute and feminine like this. And it puts me at ease knowing that she's as nervous as I am. The thought is yet another way I've found myself competing with her. Okay. Wow. This is great. Are we just gonna be like 2 acts going like steady? What's up? What's happening here? It's a simple reply, but as soon as I think that, Shizune takes a step forward and embraces me. Cute! An unsure and careful embrace, as if I were made of eggshell, and as if she doesn't know how to hug someone. Although, to be honest, it's not a subject I'm familiar with either. Yukata is cool and silky under my fingers, and I can also feel Shizune's warmth. In the end, she thought this the best possible gesture to show how she felt.